David here, eating on the spectrum. Do you like to cook? Then start to think what to cook? And then it all becomes overwhelming. Well, as an autistic individual, this is quite a common occurrence most days for me. Then I was thinking, what could I share with you all so when I'm in a hurry and just want to make it quickly? Well, if you haven't noticed, pizza, my friends. No, not the one that gets delivered. So the decision is whether to make or buy frozen. But making your own is satisfying, and for me, it's the way to go. As you know, autistic individuals are often picky eaters, struggle with textures, playing with your food, struggle with new foods. So you often tend to revert back to what you know. At least making your own pizza can be fun. Everyone can get into it, the family. So many choices of favourites what you put on it. Now, making your pizza is so simple, quick and easy. So what I want to do today is I want to compare frozen to one you make. So for me, my preferred choices are around gluten-free, as I've mentioned in previous episodes on eating on the spectrum. And this is relating to how it affects autism. But let me tell you, this is only my choice, but feel free to make suited to your own tastes. Now in this one, we don't make the base from scratch, but you can. Pre-packaged ones are fantastic, like the one I've got here. Well, let's get started. So this one here is a frozen pizza, which you buy from any shop. It's a vegan-friendly one, but it's high in preservatives, sugar, saturated fats, etc. Now, I'm not saying I have an issue with them. Some makers are getting better and better. They just don't taste as good as the one you make yourself, minus the additives. Well, I almost forgot. The key part is you've got to turn the oven on. So 220 degrees C or 430 Fahrenheit. As a guide, we cook for around about 10 to 15 minutes. So I was mentioning before about the frozen pizza. So as you can sort of see, it's okay, reasonable, I guess, but the taste will be in when we try it. So I'm just going to put this to the side. So here I have a pre-made pizza base. It's stone baked. You can buy from any shop. It's gluten-free. It's got about 1 gram of sugar in it, which is, for me, perfect. What I tend to cook it on in the oven, which you can buy from your normal place, it's like a pizza tray that you can get. I find them quite good, very handy and useful. Okay, we'll just put that to the side. Now, we make our own pizza sauce. In this instance, it's just crushed tomatoes, which you buy in a can from the supermarket. Now, what I do is I tend to put in about a clove of garlic. Now, it can just be crushed, which you can get from your normal shop as well. Mixed herbs, you can get them dry. They come in where the herbs section is in your shopping centre. Put a nice sort of generous bit of that. You get like an Italian mix, which has got basil, oregano, etc. Then I'll put about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree in there. Now, mix all that together. And the tomato puree helps thicken it up. And I like to sort of mix it and then set it aside for a little bit, let the flavours infuse with each other before putting it on the pizza base. Look at me making a mess. That smells good. Okay, now while my pizza tomato sauce is just sitting to the side, today I'm using, well, it's a vegan-friendly mozzarella cheese. And you know what? I like it. It cooks well. It's really good. Now, as I mentioned before in previous episodes, with the dairy-free or the plant-based over using dairy is the casein. Now, I'm not saying you have to use it, but just think about it. But yeah, by all means, any cheese, whatever you like, mozzarella, plant-based, etc. I'm using some champignons, mushrooms, These are pre-packaged, pre-bought from the shops. Easy, great. Roasted capsicum, really like that. Cherry tomatoes, which I've cut in half. You can use mini Romas, normal tomato, whatever you like, and then just cut it up and dice it to put on your pizza. And a little bit of spring onion to go over the top. Now, all of that stuff I've just shown you, you can buy from the shop, pre-done, you can stick it in your cupboard, in the tins, etc., to keep it all there ready to go. Right, let's prepare it. Okay, my sauce has been sitting for about 10 minutes, so smells good, ready to go. Now, you can make this in advance and keep it in your fridge. It does keep up to a few days, so if you're going to use it, you can actually use it in other foods as well. So let's put some generous serving down. All right, that's enough. Now, I do like to sprinkle a little bit of the cheese on first, just onto the base. It helps when it starts to cook, all the food sort of starts to melt into it, which is kind of like what I like, really. I mean, there's plenty of methods in it. There's a lot of pizza professionals out there. As mentioned before, I'm not a professional chef by any means, but I do enjoy cooking and what I've learnt to cook. Okay, some champignons, nice, generous. And now finish it with the cheese on top. Okay, now that's it. Now, that is my homemade pizza. Real simple, quick and easy. Now, if you look at that compared to pre-bought, well, you be the judge. But we'll see after they're cooked and do the taste test. Okay, time for the oven. So 10 to 15, you just want to check it as it's going along. Check the tops, crisping up, browning up. So anything longer than that, you're just going to overcook it. Right, let's cook. Okay, so there you go. That's been about 15 minutes. Here's our pizza straight out of the oven. There's our frozen. There's the one we made. We pretty much see the differences there. Well, let's cut it up and taste it. Ooh, first thing is put my glasses on, otherwise I'll cut my fingers off. Okay, so let's try the frozen first. Well, thin base, looks okay. Definitely thin and crispy. Taste is okay. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. It does taste all right, but what do I prefer? Now, that's the homemade. Talking about that vegan mozzarella, definitely stringy like normal mozzarella. That looks pretty good. Look, I like it. Maybe a bit biased, but crispy base, especially with the pre-packaged pizza bases. Look, it is. They're both good. Obviously, my choice is homemade. It's quick and easy. Only takes around about 10 minutes to prep, 15 minutes to cook. All up 25 minutes. That's not too bad. Well, that's it, viewers. Another episode down. So, if you like my episode today, please do all the social stuff. Like, subscribe, follow, share it. So, there you have it. That's the difference between homemade and frozen pizzas. But you decide. Until next time, thank you.